So the Most High know what we're going through. That's why I say Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them. See? They killing us and hold themselves not guilty. It wasn't me. Look at all the Israelites that's been killed from slavery, that they worked them, if they made it, until their bones came out of their sockets. The shoulder bones was coming out like, because you worked and worked. You bent over picking cotton and tobacco, whatever it is that you had to do. And we getting murdered in the streets. And the verdict is not guilty, over and over and over again. Whose possessors slay them. I mean, I seen Eric Garner. They was choking on his back, choking him. And he was hitting, I can't breathe, 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 until he just died. One Sabbath day, I woke up and I turned on YouTube and it was live. I seen a brother die. The police was on him until he died. And the police came, all the rest of the police came and ran up the steps with their guns and so forth, and they never looked at him like what he was doing at all. I'm watching it because it's live. They don't know that's being filmed because it's filmed from a distance. They got a camera, they zoomed in on it. And he sat on him until he died. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High. For I am rich. That's why I say, hey. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness in the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labor. You got paid for no free labor. What kind of reparations? You got reparations coming. Everybody going to be just like the Dogs Commission when they said, hey, we're going to give money, give this to the Indians or whoever. They called us. And here come white folks say, we Indian. Everybody going to be claiming, call it what the scripture say, everybody going to be claiming blackness. They're going to be, watch, reparations, they're going to be first in line. Yeah, my ancestors is black. You know, I go back to slavery. You watch what I say. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Most High, for I am rich. How you say they rich? Sure, if you have 400 years of free labor or more until this day, you be rich too. And their own shepherds pity them not. That's why he said, woe to the pastors that's following the same suit as what we learned in slavery. The religious instructions to the Negroes that came in 1620. We came in 1619. 1620, they had how they going to program us to deal with believing in their way of how they're going to train us to deal with religion. Look it up. And their own shepherds pity them not. Don't give a dang about us. That's why there's a price to pay. But the Most High know what we've been through and what we're going through and what we're going to receive in the end for enduring and believing in Him and being faithful without doubting Him. No matter what, you still give all glory to the Most High. Those are the faithful. Because the Most High said, who He loves, He chastens. Sometimes the Most High do things to get our attention. Okay, you got your attention on that. You didn't see it. Or you seen it right there at that moment. You know how we are. We see things and then go back to sleep or go back to doing whatever you was doing before. And now, He says it's going to get worse. It ain't going to get better. You don't want to receive His correction, His instructions. I don't know what to tell you. Second Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Stop that from happening. What plan do you have to stop this from happening? Egypt shall mourn. What plan do you have to have everybody happy and not mourning? Because he said he's going to make this place mourn. Be sorrowful, be sad, be crying, and the foundation of it shall be smitten. With what? With the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. The Most High going to bring this upon this place. Stop it if you can. How you going to stop the Most High from doing what he say do? Last I seen, the last hurricane that came through, nobody stopped it. Last tornado that came through, nobody stopped it. Volcano eruptions, I ain't seen nobody stop it. Tidal wave, I ain't seen nobody stop it. Tsunamis, I ain't seen nobody stop it. Stop the snow from coming down. Stop the rain from coming down. Stop this drought with all the rivers that's drying up all across the world. Stop that from happening. Do what the Most High said he gonna do. He said he gonna smite this place with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. They that till the ground, the farmers, shall mourn. I see farmers. The Mississippi River have been a highway for farmers bringing forth their crops, man. This brother, he was a farmer. He said he's losing $40,000 a year because the river is dried up. He can't bring his crops up the river no more because it's drying up. They that till the ground shall mourn, for the seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful consolation. He making, Most High making it happen. So that's why we got to really look at, as much as possible, what it is that has been brought to us in review, so that we won't be caught up in all the things that is going to happen in this world. Or if you got another way besides the Most High, he say all the faithless going to die in their unfaithfulness. You got another way that you can try besides him, then I'd like to know. So I can go in these scriptures and show you that you off as ever. Because you don't represent the Most High. You don't represent the Mashayach Yahawashi. And you represent the destruction that they say he's going to bring on this earth. Death, the sword, famine. How you going to stop it? He says it's going to happen. Matthew 11:28. Most High know. Mashayach Yahawashi know what we got to go through, and he know what we got to deal with to make it through it. But he told us, Matthew 11:28. He said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, all you that have a lot of problems, or you working so hard. This laden is heavy on you. This burden is heavy on you." He said, "And I will give you rest." He said, "I will give you rest." That's what he said. In John 14:27, he said, "Come unto him." He said, "I'll give you rest." He said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world gives." So a lot of you look for peace from some man, peace from some woman, peace from the world. He said the world can't give you this peace, that this special peace that he's talking about. So many people don't know anything about this. Why they can't have this? Because they have all these hang-ups, mental hang-ups, because they are not following what it is told us to do in this Bible. He said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you." He said, "Let not your heart, which is the way you think, your mind, be troubled." neither let it be afraid. He said, don't be afraid. That's fear, right? So we ain't supposed to be afraid of nothing. Because he said, let not your mind be afraid. That's fearing. See, the Most High told us this. He said in 2 Timothy 1:7, go there, 2 Timothy 1:7, he said, the Most High, who's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, who was the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear. See? He's given us the spirit of fear. That's why he's saying, Mark Mashayach say, don't be afraid. That's fear. Afraid? Fear? Scared? The Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power. That's when you say power, that's spiritual power from him. How many case scenarios have I seen him show up and show out with spiritual power and of love? That love is what? Keeping of the commandments. But this is love. 2 John 6. Keep the Most High's commandments. That y'all say that we not under his laws. The Most High has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love, which keeping of the Most High's commandment, and of a sound mind. When you keep his commandments, you can have a sound mind, because you will be able to decipher whatever you need to deal with in this world through what it is you learn through this Bible. Going back to Matthew 11:28. Matthew 11:28. He said, come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. A lot of times you have a lot of problems. It might be pain, suffering, whatever it is. You heavy laden. It's a heavy burden on you. He said, I will give you rest. Some people have headaches. They can't even hardly sleep. He said, I'm going to give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me. Hear that? And he come in the volume of the book, y'all. He said, learn of me. Now, he's not talking about just from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. He come in the volume of the book. It's written of him. Learn of him. Learn of him from Genesis, the first chapter. The first verse and the second verse, the Spirit of the Most High. That is the Mashayach Yahawashi, who started to create everything that the Most High told him to create. That's the Spirit of the Most High, or the angel of the Most High. Maybe you can relate to that. You see, he said, take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart. I mean, he's humble. And ye shall find rest unto your souls. See? That's what we need. He said, I will give you rest. He said, hey, learn of him. You know, that's a great start from Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But he's in the volume of the book. You see? He said, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. He said, whatever you give him is easy for him. And the burden is light. He went through it. You know? He went through it. That's why you look at, he said, learn of him, right?